Coming to you live from Longreach, and we've just done our morning workout, and after sleeping under the stars by the Thomson River again, swagging it, beautiful, just sensational place down there by the river. And I have with me Peter Homan at Back Queensland Tourism. And Peter, is the Thomson an attractive place for people visiting Longreach?
Absolutely, it's one of the key attractions when you come to the outback. The Thomson River, beautiful deep water hole, lots of wildlife in it and lots of things to do. And on a warm day, whether it be in summer or in winter, it's a great place to go down to and camp up by the river. Wonderful.
It was fantastic. We had plenty of green tree frogs, heaps of those.
Great.
And the alarm for the morning was the osprey.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, so there you go. Living with nature, no alarms required, the sun coming up in your face and nature sounding the alarm bells.
Yeah.
So what else is there that is a must-see in Longreach or around Longreach?
Oh, look, we have two of the most iconic attractions in the whole of Queensland here. We've got the Qantas Founders Museum, which is the whole heritage of Qantas. It was started in Longreach. The original hangar's still here. All the history, it's a magnificent museum. So you can't just drive through Longreach without going to the Qantas Founders Museum, and it pulls a lot of people to the region as well. And of course we have the Australian Stockman's Hall of Fame, and that's just a tribute to the stockman of the outback. And Australia was really built on that stockman. You know, that guy who could drove those sheep or the cattle and from long distances and into this beautiful, like when this area's got rain, it's the best fattening land in Australia. So, it's really the heritage of the stockmen out here, and that museum is a real tribute to them, and it's got really good in both Indigenous history and Caucasian history there, and really worthwhile seeing. Fantastic museums. So two great museums just in Longreach, and of course you just go up the road to Winton, and it's got the Australian Age of Dinosaurs, which that museum's going to be a world-class facility for dinosaurs, and not only a research facility but also a great museum to go and have a look and
hopefully the stargazing too. We were there yesterday, and I've seen firsthand what the stars are like out here, and it's summertime, so they're not even as good as they are in winter. They're much better in winter, but they're fantastic. Heaps of shooting stars, and they've got a beautiful spot right up there on top of that plateau, and what a fantastic destination, I think, for people to come and experience real stars, almost horizon to horizon.
And the beauty about that is that dark spot too, because it's up on that mesa and removed from town by about 11 kilometres, so there's no ambient light there, and you can that clarity of the stars because of that reason is just magnificent.
I think the council will have to be careful not to destroy that and put in some smart lighting. Lights that turn off and turn on only when needed. So, if they're going to make it a tourism destination, they'll have to be careful about that, guys.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll turn into any other city.
Yeah, I think they call it a dark spot, don't they? There's a term for it. And I went to a place in Lake Tekapo in New Zealand. It's got the same thing up on a hill there, and you have to turn all the lights off, and the truck or the buses taking you up to the spot, they can't have their lights on for the last 4 or 5 kilometres.
Yeah, so they've just got to put night vision goggles
night vision's on. Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't it? Yeah.
We weren't lying.
We stumbled, we tripped over a few things because we couldn't see anything. So, yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So, what else is there to see?
Look, besides the man-made attractions, and I have to put in the Warts and Matilda Centre's about to reopen, which is the only museum in the world that's dedicated to a song, and it's really our national treasure, isn't it? And
we've been listening to it while we've been driving. Funnily enough, I think it might have been the first time Macca had ever heard the song, and I was appalled. Australian country music or bush poetry isn't always shared through families in Australia, So I was lucky enough to grow up with that stuff, and I've been out here 27 years ago, so I probably listened to it when I came out here last time, but. Yeah, that looks amazing. And the big event that's going to be held there, what is it?
Winton's Way Out West Fest. And it's only like 8 weeks away or something. Yeah. So, But, some of the other things are, of course, the natural attractions. The like up in Winton, the rangelands up there, the mesas, What
are mesas, sorry?
A mesa is that jump up. So when you're at the Australian Age of Dinosaurs, when you're up there, they call that a mesa. Bladensburg Park at Winton's absolutely magnificent. I love Bladensburg Park. And
Yeah, so there was a bloke there yesterday, I think his name was Grant, who's helping out with the Dark Sky project, and he said he was going there. So what's so special about that one?
oh, it's just an amazing park. It's got about 25 years ago, the state government bought back a whole lot of land and turned it into national parks. So it's got a beautiful homestead on it. It's again, it's got some beautiful jump ups or mesas there. So yeah, the countryside's just magnificent around there. And then of course Lark Quarry. I don't know if you know about Lark Quarry, which is just near Winton.
Right.
The only place in the world where you can see the footprints of a stampede of dinosaurs.
Oh,
and it's quite moving.
Yeah.
You can't see it anywhere else in the world. So you can see where a much larger dinosaur has come to a waterhole. Smaller dinosaurs have been drinking there and eating there, and they've taken off because the big one's going to come along and probably eat some of them. And it's amazing how you can see all the footprints everywhere, and it's really good to hear the description of it. So, and some guys were out there fossicking for opals, and they saw some tracks, and they thought, oh, they look like chicken tracks, but they're too big. But when they contacted Queensland Museum, they came out and had a look, and they went, no, they're dinosaur tracks. So,
Right. How long ago was that?
I think that was about 35 years ago. Yeah. But that whole area, and rich with opals as well in this area, really rich with gems right across the area. But the natural attractions are great. Just out of town here in Longreach is a magnificent lookout called Starlight's Lookout, and it's a really good story behind that about the guy on that property, the manager of the property, who stole 1,000 head of cattle and drove them all the way from here all the way down to Adelaide, and got caught because there was an albino bull. And the guy who bought the police tracked him for years and years and years, and they finally found the white bull. And in the meantime, him and all his men had gone all over the world, like to America and England, and then they sailed back, and they got caught and then caught around Roma, I think, and tried in Roma. So it's a magnificent story. But
Has anyone created a film about that yet?
Yeah, they have. Yeah,
right.
yeah, they have. Captain Starlight. Yeah.
Captain Starlight. There you go.
Yeah.
Go and watch something factual about Australian outback history. And how long ago was that? What year would that have been?
I think that was in the late 1800s. That was quite a while ago. Yeah. So some really rich history in this area. And because it's just been this was the engine room of Australia in the late 1800s, early 1900s, and
Primary industry,
and it's real sheep country. So, you would have heard that expression, Australia. We were successful on the back of the sheep, and this area was really big sheep country, and it supported a lot of the wealth of Australia.
Fantastic. Well, I'm sure there's many more. Where do people go to find, where's the best website or Facebook page to go to find out more about the must-sees of Outback Queensland?
Well, it's outbackqueensland.com.au, and also we've got Experience Outback Queensland, the Facebook page, and same with our Instagram as well. And for those of you travelling to the Outback, and especially you guys, hashtag Outback Queensland is our hashtag. So if you're taking some good photos, and I know you guys do, tag us in.
Sure thing. Well, thanks very much for watching, guys. We're live for Startup Weekend Outback and travelling around the Outback, getting fabulous stories just like this one. Plenty more coming to you on facebook.com/Beach City Life. You can also catch them on YouTube. Just search for Beach City. Cheers, guys, and we'll see you soon.